Unfortunately, what has happened is the campaign rhetoric by the current president, which, as you know, was about the India out movement. Once in power, they are now unable to actually prove any of those allegations that they made. However, they were able to use that context to create certain sort of, I would say, not fear, but concern among the Maldivian population. And it was, to a certain extent, targeted at the current government's, the current ruling party's base in order to rush them up for the election. What we are saying is basically they have been able to successfully do that. They are now currently in the government. It's time to stop this boogeyman thing and go on as per the long-held tradition by the Maldives, where we have always held a very high place for India, India first policy in our foreign policy. However, what we have seen, unfortunately, yesterday, I think it is developed on many issues. For one thing is that those government officials who has been very derogatory in their remarks, they were able to do that because of the atmosphere that has been continued by the current government with respect to the relations with India. For some reason, the Dr. Muizzu has not been able to let go of this issue, and I would also presume that his discourse during the last few weeks, where he's been quite hard, at least in the local arena, on the issues that he thinks he has with India, may have been actually a front or something to show for his trip tonight to China, probably, is what we think. So it has been very unfortunate that he has not been able to rein in his activist who has been appointed to the government. And this has led to a very unfortunate situations where this goes beyond our tourism, actually. For me, my main concern is not the possible boycott of Indians to the Maldives and the effect it may have on the tourism market, but it goes much beyond. We are the relationship between our two peoples is consequential. It is very significant, and in today's world, one little tweet by some anonymous bot on Twitter can even lead to wars. So it is my fear is how we will be able to repair people-to-people relations between Indians and Maldivians, and that I'm very certain by that.
Coming to that, Mr. Ismail, there are some reports which suggest that at least 3 of the ministers have been suspended. Can you confirm this? Is the number more or is it 3?
As of now, that is the news that we are hearing from the local news. 3 deputy ministers have been suspended, and it's good. I'm happy that the government has taken this step, but I personally believe that this is too late and too little. The government should have been very quick to strongly condemn them and take action to ensure and to show to the world and to the Indians and to the Maldivians that this is not something that the government will entertain. But at least this has been done. Then that's also.
Do you think that MDP and other opposition parties will press the current president and the current government to issue a statement by the head of the state? These kind of things are not welcome in any relations, whether it is India,
definitely,
whether it is any other country. He is going to China. even before the elections came, we could see that a lot of people believe that he is polarized towards one country and against one another. And this has accentuated that debate. So is there a chance that you will be pressing him for a comment?
Definitely, we are continuously calling our senior people in our party and in the former government, including President Solih has strongly condemned the actions by those government officials. And we will continue to press the government to mend these relations, whether it is by way of a strong apology or by taking actions against the officials who are involved. But most importantly, I would hope that the government will view this in a more sensible manner, holistic, sensible view, and have a better world view. Unfortunately, I think that the government, the current government, is very inexperienced, and their world view is very different and very out of date. And
Mr.
so
Ismail,
we will yes.
As you have been the former economic development minister of the country, can you tell us what percentage of the economy is the contribution of Indian tourists or Indian business? Approximately.
Well, let's say during the last 4-5 years, I would say, or a little bit even more than that, the Indian tourist arrival has been significantly increasing. And since the COVID situation, Indian
in percentage terms, if we say that
yes, so
50%
that will
of
be
tourists are Indians.
No, but it is significant in the sense it will be roughly around 18 to 20% of the arrivals. So that is a significant amount, and India is the leading destination. The arrivals to our country at the moment, and we have had very good relations.
Another thing which has been a bone of contention these days is that there are some Indian forces who are maintaining some aircrafts and other essential services in Maldives, which the current government does not want to be maintained by the Indian forces. Do you think this will be sorted out, or do you think this will be aggravated in the future?
Well, in the first instance, I think the coverage of this issue by even the Indian news is not entirely correct. There are no Indian forces here in the Maldives. We have consistently maintained that there are no armed forces. Definitely, yes, there are military-based doctors, nurses assisting with our armed forces, engineers, and especially with the reconnaissance and the first response aircrafts. There are obviously people belonging, I think, to the Indian military establishments or defense ministry, but they're not armed personnel. Or their involvement here is nothing to do with on any military basis. And it has been this has been there for the last 15, 20 or more years. So this issue has
various governments and various parties have ruled, and these forces have been there for only medical and essential services like maintenance. No armed forces there.
No, not at all. There has never been any armed forces present in the Maldives from any country. Obviously, we have always had military exercises with allies and friends. And Maldives maintains friendly relations with all of the countries of the world except Israel. So we have had engagements with Americans, British, French, Indians, even Chinese, etc. So this was basically what has been done is this issue has been brought out as an internal political matter.
We are just running out of the time. So please, thanks a lot. And we will again join with you and discuss further. For now, good night.
Definitely, just let me say apologies from us to the Indian people for these very insensitive remarks by the government of Maldives.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ismail, for taking the time out and clearing the air between the two countries. Thank you so much.
Thank you.